Because I'm used to bad news. So, they'll be calling you a radical. How far to the point of no return? So, the nuclear energy crime syndicate has been busted again. Counterfeit parts in the old USA nuclear reactors, now America. First Amendment, going, gone. Democracy, this is what we've never been a democracy. This country is a republic. The form of government in this country has always been a republic with a constitution. Constitution, Patriot Act. Well, how do they uphold that? An illegitimate Supreme Court. The whole thing's illegitimate. How? The First Amendment means nothing. I get used to bad news. I've been tossed around plenty before. You don't think I'm used to bad news? I watched Annika die of leukemia, my partner that I did over there, 38 years old. I watched my father die in the prime of his life of leukemia. What am I supposed to do? Then a doctor looks me in the eyes, says, get your affairs in order. What would you do? What would you do? Lay down and just die? Take a cold third strike? Not me. What would you do? Fight back. It's been an ugly freaking battle. 10 years. I'll be the first one in the freaking world they know of documented to make this 10 years. AML de novo OS with a marker of 44. De novo. Written off. I'll make the 10-year marker on February 26th. I'll be the first one in the world to willingly do this without a bone marrow transplant. There's another one, Brian. He's come back in 9 years. This wolf on my neck the whole time. I've been used to bad news. The Nuclear Energy Crime Center, just like it's sent an offer. I'm the guy that caught them. The greatest freaking grassroots activists in human history. The very beast that we created, called YouTube, is eating us. I get used to bad news. I've been tossed around plenty before. That's all my life's been the last freaking 20 years. Nothing but bad news. That's all I've gotten, I got one little bit. What a heartbreaking fight. What a heartbreaking fight. I haven't really broke down and cried this 10 years. I'm on the verge of it. We're going to ignore the elephants in the room. We're going to knight Kevin Blanch. Google changed the rules late in the third quarter. I've done nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Flipping that tomato soup can all over the place. You big disgrace. Blood all over my face. Go see your dentist. My heart is failing. Rip me open, pour me out. There's things inside that scream and shout. Remember that? Ogden Regional Medical Center. Their heart going there. My heart's failing. I'm just bleeding profusely. Wouldn't even clean me up. Go see your dentist. Get out. We run the test. Nothing wrong with you. Collapse in my yard. I don't know how I didn't die. I have trolls and wolves attacking me literally while I'm doing videos in the ICU unit. They split me open, ripped my heart out. Replace more. There's YouTube sites with literally my name on it. Oh, he faked his cancer. Videos all over. When there's videos inside the bone marrow transplant, the center line hanging out, sucked up to 119 pounds. But that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, I've bad mistakes. I made a few. Young man, middle-aged man. I was freaking young until I got cancer. Fukushima has made me old. What a decade. We are the champions, my friend. Kevin Blanch, for he reached into the bag and he slung the stone, and it struck the nuclear energy crime syndicate giant into the forehead, and it embedded the stone into his forehead, and the giant fell to the earth and radiated the earth. Nato Khan walks right up to me, and Kevin Blanch started to cry. Thank you for everything that you've done. He sent a letter to the EU recently. He's the prime minister of Fukushima when it happened. They forced him out. Obama, I want you to know what I know. Barry Antoinette, let them yell cake to Donald Trump. See no nuclear evil, hear no nuclear evil, speak no nuclear evil. The nuclear energy emperors, they have no fucking clothes. But you can't talk about PhDs. Field work means nothing. Means nothing. Observation means nothing. The new Semmelweis, Kevin Blanch. I get used to bad news. I've been tossed around plenty before. Robots made it in. Found. That's spent fuel. That's not the cores. Delmar Argentina syndrome, as I named it. Little just deny. 1,400 becquerels in a fish caught off in the Pacific Ocean on January 26, 2022. 1,400 becquerels! 70 times over the legal safe limit. That's after they'd raised the safe legal limits multiple times. It's 3,500 times over the safe legal limits, what the safe legal limits were in 2011, March 10th. I get used to bad news. I've been tossed around plenty before. All I ever wanted was my peace of fucking mind. That's all I ever wanted in my life. I rejected this contemporary culture long ago. Well, I have that. For we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. For he comforts me. He guides me. He lays me down in burned out freaking pastures on the cliffs of Corda. My father came to me. Feels like heaven. Annika came to me in my dreams. I was sucked up, dying. No food, no water, no support group, no nothing. Just walking the coast of California. As I drip into the sea, Jeffers. He guides me. He comforts me. He anoints my forehead with dead 60,000-pound humpback whale oil. Fukushima killed me. What did the starfish say to the 60,000-pound whale? Fukushima killed my food. You broke the chain. We too. I fight for her. She fights for me. It's the ecology, stupid. We from the sea. I didn't stand back and watch them just annihilate Mother Earth. Everybody go along this great coincidence decade. Not me. Not me. I got my peace of mind. I'm used to bad news. I've been tossed around plenty before. We can deny it all. How far to the point of no return? It's all coincidence post-Fukushima. They changed the rules.